it's me Geeky and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I have another haul. Basically since January I have been buying a fair bit of manga and I haven't actually hauled anything. I haven't hauled anything in over a year, so I thought rather than doing what I have brought in the last year, I might as well haul what I've brought since kind of January, February time up until this point. To be honest with you, last year I didn't actually buy a whole lot of manga. Instead of buying manga, I've been buying a lot of figures. Honestly, I've been getting back into figures and it's not great for my bank balance at all. It's probably one of the worst things I could have done, but it is what it is. So yeah, so I thought I want to get back into doing some filming, and I know I've got a lot of manga to haul, so I'm going to, instead of doing one massive haul, I'm just going to break them down into maybe one or two publishers at a time. So today I'm going to do Kodansha and One Piece books. Surprisingly, since working at my new job, I, surprisingly or unsurprisingly, depending on which way you look, it was kind of inevitable, to be honest with you. I've been picking up more than just Viz Media. So I'm getting more Kodansha, more Yen Press, more 7Cs, like there's so much more manga available to me at my fingertips, and there's so much cool stuff coming in every single week. And to be honest with you, it gets quite overwhelming at how much new stuff there is and how much new stuff looks amazing, looks really interesting. The art looks awesome, and yeah, it's getting a lot, to the point where I haven't actually read a whole lot of what I have picked up. So please don't be surprised if during this video I'm like, I haven't read this yet, or I haven't read this yet, or it looked good, it looked cool, it looked this, that and the other. It is literally because there's such an overwhelmingly amount of newness that comes out every single week in my new place of work, that it's not a case of I feel like I have to buy everything. It's just that everything looks really good that I feel like I would be really interested in. So I pick up volume 1 and then volume 2, and it just spirals out of control. But that is the life of a manga addict, so there's not a lot I can say about it really. But yeah, you're not here for me to ramble on about my manga addiction. Anyway, you're here for the manga. So let's kick off with the publisher that I got the least of from this particular haul, and that is One Piece Books. First off, I got Tales of the Tendo Family, Volume 1 and Volume 2. I have actually read Volume 1 of this, and it was really, really good. The girl on the front, she finds herself in a situation where she meets a girl who looks very similar to her from a wealthy family, and this girl is set to marry into the Tendo family. Yeah, this guy's family here. But the rich girl has heard terrible rumors about this gentleman on the front here, so she begs this girl, like, look, I don't want to marry this guy, I would do anything. And she's just like, cool, we're just swap, yeah, I'll just marry him, I'll pretend to be you, and that's it. I don't want anything for it. I just want to be a good person. I promised my grandpa that I would be a good person. I want to be like him, and that's what she does. However, she gets found out quite quickly that she's not the fiance that he was initially intending to marry, and things kind of go downhill from there. Like, the guy has clearly got some sort of dark past, and it's very interesting to see him kind of struggle through the first volume. Like, he likes her, he's kind of controlling over her, but he's also very mean to her at the same time. So by the end of the first volume, they come up with some sort of deal, but while they come up with this sort of deal, I believe, though I'm not 100% sure because I haven't read volume 2, that an unfortunate incident has occurred at this lady's house in the countryside, and I have a funny feeling that he might be the cause of it. So there is a little bit of mind manipulation going on in this series. However, I really enjoyed volume 1. It kind of gave me vibes of Usotoki Rhetoric and My Happy Marriage. but in a more dark kind of a way. Like this, so far at least, doesn't have any supernatural elements, unlike My Happy Marriage and Usotoki Rhetoric, but it's been fun nonetheless, and I cannot wait to see what volume 2 has in store. So yeah, definitely recommend this for sure. It doesn't have a rating on the back, so I don't know what age group this is, but I probably would have said teen to maybe older teen, because there might be some triggering elements in the story. Then I managed to pick up a big chunk of Usotoki Rhetoric, and I haven't read past volume 1. I'm not gonna lie. However, I really did enjoy volume 1, and it is essentially only 9 volumes long. So this one I got in the sale at Forbidden Planet Megastore, because it was only $4.99, and I was just like, do you know what? I'm up in London. I'm gonna buy some manga anyway, and this was on sale, and I needed it, so why not? Volume 5, but this follows the young lady on the front here. She has the power to detect when lies are being spoken, and she comes across a gentleman that runs an agency, sort of like a detective agency, and he kind of takes her under his wing, and he decides to use her to help him solve all these different cases. And volume 1 was a lot of fun. The art style was really nice. I liked it. It was clean. The covers are gorgeous, and I just feel like it's going to be quite a fun series. It was set in a period of time, it was like over 100 years ago in Japan, and I believe it was when Japan was kind of just opening up to the West. And it's just a very interesting story. If you like crime, kind of mystery drama type thing, this is going to be fun for you, and it has got supernatural elements, so you guys know I do love that. But it finishes at 9 volumes, so you've only got like 4 more volumes. No, 2 more volumes. Oh my gosh, 2 more volumes until it's complete, so I can't wait for that one. Next is this fat off stack to the side. If you can see, they're on 2 piles. I think I've got 28 volumes here from Kodansha alone, and some have been a good time reading, some I don't really know what to do with them, to be honest. First off, I picked up this particular volume because I was on the Disney Plus app, and I was just like, oh, I kind of want to see what anime they have on there, let's see. And I had The Fable, and I was just like, oh, I've seen this volume at work, let's pick it up and see what it's about. And I did. Volume 1 of The Fable. This is a 2-in-1 volume. It's a seinen, and definitely not for anybody under the ages of 18. It follows the guy on the front. He is a hitman or an assassin, and he works for the Yakuza, and he has been asked by his boss to go undercover and lay low in a city away from where he's currently situated. He has been making massive waves in like the town that he's in the city that he's in, by killing too many people. So his boss is like, can you and this lady who also works for the same guy, can you go to a different city, lay low for a year or so, let the heat cool down, and then we'll call you back. So it's about him trying to live a mundane life without anybody knowing that he is a professional hitman and an assassin. Honestly, the premise sounded amazing, and I was really interested to give it a go. I do like Yakuza type settings and a bit of action and whatnot, but honestly, I am struggling really bad to get through it. I've had this for over 2 weeks at this point, probably close to a month, and I have only made it volume and a half through, and I'm not impressed. I didn't enjoy it as much as I wanted to. The art style is, I don't know, the art style for me just feels like it's been drawn over a photograph, and I don't know, I don't vibe with this. This isn't my vibe, and I don't know what to do with it. I don't know whether to persevere through this volume, and now that the second volume of Fable is out, do I give it essentially 4 volumes, or do I just sack it off? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Have you read the Fable? Do you have the same feelings as me? There are some amazing seinen series out there, but this one, I don't think this one is for me. So this one might have to be given away in a giveaway. Then my partner picked me up the first omnibus of Initial D. This is a variant cover. Luckily, we were able to get this into work. To be honest with you though, I do like the original cover though. So me and my partner both like the original cover, but we only got this at work, so we picked up this one. But I'm really excited about this. Anybody and everybody knows about Initial D. If you like fast cars, Fast and Furious, like this is going to be something that you enjoy. I haven't actually given this a read yet, because I was struggling with this, and I'm just like, this is just as chunky as this. If I don't like this and I get halfway through this, I'm gonna get bored. So I am gonna read this at some point within the next couple of months. I am super excited to give it a go. Volume 2 is out and I'm hyped. Then we have a series that I knew nothing about. The cover looked gorgeous, so I wanted to pick it up, and I haven't read it yet, but that is The Blue Wolves of Mibu. I know Meet the Wee Family Dad really enjoyed this particular series, and he says it's a series about true historical figures and what happened to them. So I'm kind of intrigued. I don't know how I'm going to feel about this series, but if it's a take on real history, I'm very interested to give it a go. I will let you guys know probably on my Instagram with a little post as to what I think once I've read it. But to be honest with you, the only reason why I picked it up was because the art looked really pretty. Next is another cover by, and I haven't read it, and I believe it's a BL. I read the synopsis and saw the cover and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to give this one a go. But that one is Kei Yaku Bound by Law, Volume 1. This one looked really interesting. I believe that we have a public security bureau officer that is having issues with the Yakuza, and they have to go undercover to kind of sort out what's going on. Another Yakuza related series, and you guys know again how I feel about Yakuza series, so I definitely wanted to give this one a go. The art looks really nice as well. Like when I was flicking through it, I was just like, yeah, okay, I kind of like this. Dude, look at his tattoos as well. How nice is that? Beautiful. Next is another cover by. I saw it and I was just like, do you know what? Let's just give it a go and see what happens. And I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. I liked it. I definitely want to give Volume 2 a go just to cement my feelings. But that is Volume 1 of Bloodblade. This is a Dracula vampire series with Frankenstein, werewolves, vampires, everything and anything mythological you can think of is probably going to be in this series. But Dracula is reincarnated into a female body, and it's just, you know, fights and endless warring in this series, honestly. And it's about their adventure with this girl, and it was interesting. It was good. So the art is very pretty for the most part, but the further you get in, and when you get into Dracula's home or where they were staying, it soon gets really, really dark and very difficult to kind of figure out what's going on. And because of that, it took me a while to digest each panel and certain chapters in this particular volume, but I did like it for the most part. Next up is a series that I cannot pronounce, so I'm not going to try it. But we've got Volume 1 and Volume 2 of this particular series, and I've read both volumes and I really like them. Like, this gives me vibes of Fire Force, because the art style is very, very reminiscent of Fire Force. I really like it. Follows this kid on the front. He lives in a city in the sky, and there's 2 layers to the city in the sky. So you've got an area in the city where very very rich people live and look down upon the people in the slums, and then you've got the slums, and then you've got the edge of the city where essentially things go to die. They throw things off the edge and it goes to the ground, because I think everything on the planet on the ground is not alive. There's nothing there that can live. It's just a dumping ground essentially. And something happened to his say foster dad or adopted dad, and he gets blamed for this particular incident and gets thrown off the edge of the city and lands on the surface world to find that things that he'd been told previously weren't necessarily true, and there possibly is life beyond the city. And his goal is to basically get back to the city and prove his innocence and find out who essentially unalived his foster parent or his adopted parent. And I really enjoyed it. The power levels and how the power system works is really fun. I cannot wait for volume 3. I hope this gets an anime at some point because it's been a lot of fun to read. Next is another cover buy. When this came in at work, I was just like, this looks like Akira, and I don't know how I feel about it, because don't hate me guys, this is a hot take, but I wasn't a massive fan of Akira. It might be because when I first saw it I was a lot younger and it wasn't my vibe. I might try it. I have got the movie, so I might give it another go soon and see if my opinions have changed since. But I got A.do or Ado volume 1 and volume 2. This definitely looks like Akira, and honestly it was so good, like so good. The kid on the front meets this young lady on the back in the middle of the street, and weird things start to happen around him whenever she's there. These people are shooting at him, trying to capture him, and she doesn't know why. Turns out that he has a special power, and that special power is something that the government and the lab that he escaped from very much wants back. And by the end, the lady that was very kind to him gets captured, and he manages to escape because he unleashes his full potential. Things just kind of go up shit street from there. It's honestly, it was a surprisingly good read. I wasn't expecting much from it when I picked it up, but it was a really pleasant surprise, and definitely recommend this for anybody that does like Akira. It definitely reminds me of that. Next up is a volume that I got kindly gifted, and I haven't read yet, so I haven't got a lot to say on it, but that is Fed Up with Being the Spoilt Queen's Genius Butler, I Ran Away and Built the World's Strongest Army. So I don't know if this is an isekai. It sounds like an isekai title. It's just a very long title, and whenever there's a long title I think of isekais. Next is a series that I haven't read volume 2 yet, I don't think, or have I? I don't remember at this point. I've had it for a while. But that is A Kingdom of Quartz volume 1 and volume 2. This definitely reminds me of Witch Hat Atelier. I personally have only read the first volume, but the art in it definitely reminds me of that. Just look at how detailed and how stunning the actual series is. Like, it just looks gorgeous, like stunning. And I really enjoyed volume 1. It follows a girl on the front, and she has these special abilities. She has black wings, and the people around her have white wings. So because she's got a different coloured set of wings, it's given kind of like a bad connotation to her herself. People think she's the devil, she's evil, there's something wrong with her, and all she wants to do is be a part of the guard, the royal guard, to help protect the city from the monsters. So this is kind of like her journey to become one of those knights. Volume 1 was really good. Volume 2, I believe I've read. Do you know what? I don't think I have. No, I haven't read this one yet. But I really enjoyed Volume 1 and I definitely recommend it. The next 3 series are series that I've picked up only within the last week or so. So I haven't actually read them, unfortunately. But the first being Bliss. This one looked stunning and sounded really interesting. I believe it follows a guy that wants to be a makeup artist and a young girl who wants to be a model. So they they're in each other's worlds, but they want to be in the opposite world, if that makes sense. So this sounds really interesting. This is rated teen, so 13+. I am very intrigued to see what this one's about. Yeah, the art style is really pretty, so I'm looking forward to that one. Then we have I See Your Face Turned Away. This, I believe, is a high school romance, to which I am a bit confused because I thought this was a girl's love, so a Yuri, so I'm really confused, but I'm not complaining of way. The art style looks really pretty and I do like the odd high school romance, obviously, as you can tell from down there. But yeah, I'm excited for that one. Again, this one is another high school romance, another shoujo. The art style looked pretty, the premise sounded interesting, so I picked it up. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, Volume 1. The art looked really pretty and I have been seeing this surface around Instagram and TikTok for a little while with people being excited about this, so I thought I'd give it a go. Then I have Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You. So that's Volume 1. And that is Volume 2. This is another romance. I'm about halfway through Volume 1 and it's kind of a sweet read. It's kind of like a romance, nostalgic type of vibe. Kind of a girl reminiscing on her past of kind of what could have been or what once was kind of thing. And Volume 1 so far I've enjoyed. I picked up Volume 2 because it came in and I was just like, oh, I'm kind of reading through this, might as well pick that one up. But I've enjoyed what I've read so far of that one. Then we have Nina the Starry Bride Volume 1. I really enjoyed this. This for me is very similar to The King's Beast in feeling, not in actual context, but I really like The King's Beast kind of setting, and this is a palace setting where a princess or a priestess has unfortunately passed away due to an accident, and Nina, she has very similar features to what the young priestess has, so she has essentially stepped in as that person to fulfill that role, and it's a lot of fun. Really enjoyed this, definitely recommend it. I know there's 5 volumes out and I'm 2 volumes behind, so I need to read Volume 3 and then get 4 and 5, but this was a fun read. Then I have 3 volumes of How I Met My Soulmate. So this is Volume 1, Volume 2 and Volume 3. I really liked Volume 1. Again, another shoujo. I really like romance titles, so yeah, I really enjoyed this. If you want me to do a little kind of come read with me kind of thing or review on different series to have sort of like short, like 10 to 15 minute videos where I deep dive a series, then let me know, because I feel like I'm kind of speedboating through some of these because there is a lot here and I don't want to make this video too long. I think it's already about half an hour long, so do forgive me. Then we have a series that I have been behind on for a while, so I'm really happy that I've finally been able to catch up. Honestly, these volumes have been out of stock, apart from the newest one. I've been out of stock for a while because of the anime, but that is A Sign of Affection, so I picked up Volume 6 This is probably one of my favourite coloured covers because it's mint green and I love the colour mint green. But that is volume 6. You guys know how I feel about A Sign of Affection. It follows a girl called Yuki. She is deaf, and Itsuome on the front here, he helps her out, and then a little romance kind of blossoms between them as he wants to learn about her world and she wants to come out of her shell and learn about his. And it's very wholesome, it's very cute. It's a shoujo done right, because I feel like in a lot of shoujo series there's always misunderstanding and miscommunication, but obviously because there is a communication barrier between these two characters, communication is very, very key to their relationship. There are some hiccups like any relationship, but this for me is a romance done right, and I can't wait to catch up with the next few volumes of these because I haven't read these ones yet, but I'm very interested to see what happens next. I know this is loved in the community. I know Caitlin and Tiffany really enjoy this, so yeah, I cannot wait to catch up. And then last but not least, I have, I believe, a 2-volume series complete. Yes, it does say final volume on the back. Again, I kind of know nothing about this. This just sounded like a lot of fun, and then when I realised it was only 2 volumes, I was just like, do you know what? Why not? It's only 2 volumes. And that's She's My Knight, volume 1 and volume 2. I feel like I picked this one up because the main character on the front here, she kind of looked like the main character from in the Clear Moonlit Dusk, so I was kind of smitten with the character before I'd even read it, so I was just like, why not give it a go? But yeah, I haven't read this one yet. It's only 2 volumes, so I might do a little mini read of this and review it for you because it is only 2 volumes, but let me know what you think about that. But yeah guys, that is my haul for today. Sorry it took a while to get through. I had quite a bit to talk about, some that I didn't know much about and some that I have read, thankfully. But yeah, let me know what you think. Did you like my pickups? What do you think about Fable? Have any of you read Fable? Were you interested in reading Fable? Have I just turned you off of reading Fable? Let me know in the comment section down below, because honestly I don't know what to think of it. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it another go. I'll finish reading the first Omni and then see what I think, but I don't know if it's going to stay in my collection. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I hope you guys are happy and healthy and doing well. But yeah, I will see you in the next one, guys. Have a good one. Bye.